All right. We're on. We're
Hello,
live.
Welcome. Good morning.
I was going to say, you could join.
Come on.
He's coming.
Come on. Peek
He's
in
coming.
here quick. Say hi.
Oh, here he is, as a matter of fact. Sure. Whoop.
She's got a
Hi.
birthday coming up. Everybody wish her happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. We have with us today Jake. Luke is here, and Luke has some trainees.
Lisa's coming on.
Trainees with him. So
Oh, did I put my...
we will we're us, we're just disorganized as usual. So you trainees want to go on first?
No,
I'll go on first.
Okay.
Because then I'll make room on the couch.
Okay. All right. Jake's first.
So we had quite a successful Stitch Brothers with selling that Tula last week. That went right away. So thank you for doing that. But today we are going to offer another used machine. And
Well,
this one,
excuse me, but it's almost not used.
this one was traded in on a 990. So we have a Cave 770 here, and it comes complete with everything: the embroidery, both luggage, Designer 9 software, the Barbie case, the slide-on table, the freehand system, everything you would get if you purchased this thing brand new. So I think that we're gonna do a deal today at $5,000. First come, first serve. So give us a call. We can get this thing sent out to you, or you can come pick it up. I do have some older machines available as well. I have some Aurora 440s. I have an 830. I have two 880s that are basically brand new that we'd give a smoking deal on those. How much are 880s going for, Luke?
I think around 5,000.
Nice. That's a
Yeah.
good deal.
That's a good deal.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. I made it.
Woo! Look it.
You're late, but you're here.
Yeah.
That's
That's all that
counts.
matters.
Yeah.
We were training.
Yes. Important business.
Yeah. So if you have a machine in mind that you're looking for, give us a call.
Yeah.
Might have some options for you guys.
Yeah. I know the lady who had this 770, and honest to God, there's probably 20 stitches on it. I'm exaggerating, but
There's more than 20.
more than 20. But yeah.
She only had it for a few months.
Yeah.
And then saw the 990 and
said,
I want to spend more money.
I got to have. Just like me, she wanted to have it. So
Yep. She wanted that magic.
yeah. So wow, smoking deal is right.
Yep. What else we got? What else do I got to talk about?
I don't know. I don't
We
know.
got some cool quilts to show.
Yeah.
We have a ton of stuff to talk about. Did you have announcements? Did you do
No, I
announcements?
haven't done that yet.
Nope.
No.
Go do
We're just-
announcements.
Well, we wanted. Jake has business.
Jake's got stuff to do. Jake's
Yeah.
got machines to service.
Oh God.
And on that note, Jake's signing out. Remember to clean and oil your Berninas.
All right, Barb,
right.
what do we got today?
Okay, what do we got today? We got my agenda. My agenda is announcements. All right. Embroidery 102 is October 24th. And once again, I have said this a couple weeks in a row. If you missed either 101 or 102 previously, come and join us on the 24th, 10 to 4, right? That's what it says. And if you didn't have 101, we will take care of showing you how to get your designs off of the computer and onto a flash drive and into your sewing machine. And then we can have some fun stitching stuff out. So I know I have room in the class. There's several signed up, but if you missed some, or you just want to come and refresh your memory, like I have to frequently, come and join us October 24th, 10 to 4. Class fee is $50. It includes a whole bunch of stuff, all your materials, I think, and then lunch. So that's Embroidery 102. Next is November 18th. I don't think we have a flyer yet, or if we're even going to get one done. But what we're going to do on November 18th is we're going to work with our BO8s. And I call it Fast and Furious because we're going to make a stack of 9 patches. All right. fast and furious. These things will go together so quickly on your new B08 with its 1/4-inch foot, and you can stomp on the gas and whee! This morning I was doing a seam for a backing, and I turned it up the whole way and floored it. That's so fun. That's crazy. Okay, so we're going to take these, and what I did with mine is I made it into a little placemat. All right. So then we're going to quilt a little bit. If you have your walking foot, we'll use the walking foot a little bit. I just put fabric on the back, so all right. And then I was talking about thick and thin, and thick. We're
Very
gonna
cool.
take this is cotton rope, and we're gonna take this and we're gonna stitch across it and over it and under it and around it and make a coaster, thick. And then we're gonna take a little piece of our fabric and make a napkin. And I don't know if Kaylee can get this. All right, that's a rolled hem on the B08. It's really nice. It stitches so nicely. So we're going to do a little work with our rolled hem foot. So we're going to use a bunch of feet. Hopefully by then everybody will have their feet.
Yes, let's hope.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on a few things to come in. Bobbins, the DIY sewing.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so that's November 18th, 10 to, I think 10 to 3, because I think they have to set up for something after. I don't know. We'll get that information. I think you can sign up. I think it's on the agenda over at the gathering.
So which one?
The BO8.
Yeah, it's on the calendar.
It's on the calendar. Okay.
They're on the calendar.
Sign up.
Sign up.
Question, though.
Yes, questions. Okay, so why the B08 versus the 880? I love Bernina's, can't go wrong, but why would I want to invest in the B08? That's a very, very good question.
Mhm.
And those two machines, honestly, could not be more different. Okay. The
Yeah.
880 is sort of your top of the line embroidery, sewing, embroidery combo machine.
We'll
If
do
you-
everything.
Yes. And if you only can have one machine, that's going to be way more versatile.
Mhm.
However, if you find yourself doing mostly piecing, or if you have an 880 or a 990 or a 790 Pro, and you're using that for embroidery and doing some of those more, I don't want to say advanced things, but more versatile things
Yeah.
that you could do.
Yeah.
Intricate, yeah,
That's a good
intricate
word, yeah.
things. The B08 is not going to do that. What the B08 is going to do your 1/4-inch, your scant quarter for piecing. If you need something that just
Uh-huh.
pieces. Now, one really interesting thing is if you're doing a ton of piecing and you can take those stitches and not do those on your 990 or not do those on your 880. The 880 is a big machine. And if you have to lug that thing in to get cleaned, I mean, I believe it's $150 here to clean those bigger machines.
Yeah.
So if you can take some of that wear and tear and save that machine for that embroidery and those other things, it actually, the B08 kind of pays for itself in some ways, because that thing, you can just oil it and beat on it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't
And-
get a needle strike or run over something or something crazy, that is going to handle, sewing through fabric, especially just piecing.
Yeah.
I mean, you keep it clean and oil. I don't know if you'd ever really need to do much with that thing, honestly.
I think it's pretty
It's going to do that without a sweat.
Yeah.
And you can take those stitches and not have your big expensive embroidery machine. You don't want to be lugging that thing in twice a year for $300.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those two machines are opposite things.
Way different.
Right.
But okay, I just got the 990. Everybody knows this, right? Barb has the newest, latest, greatest. And I've said this before. I never thought I'd want a straight stitch machine, but once I tried this one, it was like, holy cow! I can use it for the smaller patchwork stuff that I'm doing right now. I can do my bag stuff on it. I can do heavy stuff. It's been an excellent stitch by itself. Just the stitch itself is really nice.
It's kind of a hard pill to swallow, and you don't like to admit it, but as much as we love our 990s and 790s and 880s, when it comes to just doing one thing, it's hard. It's hard. You know, if you find yourself, especially with those wider feed dogs, if you have trouble with a 1/4 inch where those fabrics start turning and twisting and you find it just difficult. The first time I sat down on that BO8 with the 1/4 inch foot with the guide, I like no hands. The strip of fabric went up, hit the rail like a bumper, like bumper bowling or like a gutter in bowling, and just went straight up.
Yeah.
Like no hands. It's just going, and it looked like a perfect 1/4 inch seam. You're not doing that with those 9. You're just not.
No.
So as much as we love those things and we don't want to admit there's something else that might be, you know, the fact is purpose built is purpose built.
Yep.
So
so there.
You want
that
both.
was an answer.
You want
yeah,
both.
you do want both.
You need both.
Yeah.
But if you can just have one, you want an 880.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
What's the weight on the BO8?
The weight is until no, I'm just kidding. So there's 2 weights. So the weight is, I think it was 33 pounds, 32.
43.
Not 43 pounds.
Is it?
No.
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 33.
Yeah. Yes.
33.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeez.
I know it ended in a 3.
So the
Okay.
so the weight is, it's not, listen, it's metal. All right.
Yeah.
It's metal. It's a 9, the 9-inch, throat. It's not like a small machine. It's compact. It's not as thick as like a 7 series.
No.
But it's industrial, and you can't have
industrial.
You can't have both
metal.
things, right? You can't have both things.
It's heavy metal.
Right.
Yeah.
It's worth it. And then the other weight is
the other weight.
Smooth segue into, you got to order it now. We have 24 on order. We don't have 24 available. People are already ordering, but they're going to arrive end of November, and we're going to hopefully, fingers crossed, we want to get people these for Christmas. So if you're doing Christmas present, things like that, don't wait on that. It's on the website. It should be on the, Amy, I think, had it as a feature product on the website. So it should be on the first page. But buy it now, because unfortunately it's not something you can't get the instant gratification of having it shipped the next day.
Yeah.
It's too popular.
Or coming in and finding
the amount without sharing whatever inside stuff, the amount that's coming to the country in the end of November is not like, it's not like all of a sudden now these will be in stock again. So if you want one, if you know you want one, I know it sucks, but you have to pay for it and then you have to wait.
Yeah.
But we'll have 24 of them coming. Hopefully end of November, early December, and we can get them out to you as soon as possible.
And on that note, the soon as possible stuff, we do have some delays and some shipping issues because of the hurricane.
Yep.
We've had a couple people call, and unfortunately we're tracking them, and they are being held north of the Carolinas because of what's going on south of there.
Yeah.
So please be patient.
Yeah.
They, there's nothing that we can do.
Yeah.
Basically.
We've taken a couple phone calls, and I don't know if not everybody knows how it works, but it's our options are pretty limited unless we're literally going to put in a claim for it being lost, and they're not lost. I think they're just being held up. So for those of you, have some patience. We're monitoring them. If it comes to the point where it really is lost or something's happened, they're all insured. So we will do what we need to do. But unfortunately, when you have a natural disaster, shipping gets interrupted. And it sucks, but that's the way it is.
Yeah. And like we said, we track them as best we can, and you people are tracking them too, and they're stuck.
Yeah,
they're just stuck. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
unfortunate, but honestly, with what some people having to deal with, having to wait an extra little bit for your sewing machine is not like, you know what I mean? Like,
at least you have electricity to plug it into.
Because honestly, I actually just had a lady come in yesterday who said that her daughter lived in Asheville, North Carolina, and they just got water back, but they still don't have electricity. So obviously things are just interrupted. So we hope that everything gets back to normal, and that I would rather know that my machine is being held at the post office than sitting in one of those lakes
Yeah.
somewhere. So
yeah.
hopefully, you know,
That your
all
postman
those,
dropped it off in your
Yeah.
front yard.
yeah, and it's gone. So, but
Yeah.
like I said, no worries. Don't be all anxious about it. If something did happen, we're going to be able to do the insurance claim when it comes to that. So,
Yeah.
what else do you have? I have a few things.
I
a
have
couple things.
stuff, but do you want to get to your guests?
Yeah, I want to get Lisa on here.
Yeah. Why don't?
Let's get her
Wait,
mic'd
yeah.
up, and while she gets mic'd up, I'm going to talk about this bowl real quick.
Oh, okay.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So the bowl guy came through again,
Again.
and we
Oh
have
my God. They just get better.
well, so they're all good. They're
Yeah,
all good.
Yeah.
But again, I wanted to just show people a couple and give our Stitch Brothers people first crack before they go on to comments sold. But he made, Steve from Bentley Bowl Works here, made Magnolia. And this thing, I'll hold this up so you can see. First of all, it's beautiful, and it's more of that white, if you can kind of see. The thing about this one, and Heidi was actually mentioning it the other day when I came up here, which I thought was really cool, is this thing, it smells like
like a
flowers.
flower.
It smells like
smells like a flower.
Yeah.
It was those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I came up
yeah.
and Heidi was talking to me, and she said, you know, the other day, yeah, here, smell it. I mean, it smells amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It smells good. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Put your Valdani in there and it'll smell really good.
Yeah. So it's subtle. It's not like it stinks,
No,
but like
no.
It's really fresh.
it
Yeah.
smells like a fresh and
Which is why it was so confusing. I was like, "Where's that fresh?"
yeah. So
delicious
Heidi's like
smell
looking
from?"
around, like,
I
what
said,
does it
"You
smells
know
like?
what?
Watermelon or flowers or something?
It's and
We,
it's beautiful.
we had the bowls up here, and you know, so I have only one of those. He only made me one of those. The other one we have is this really cool spalted maple, and he did an incredible job on this. Look at the character on this, the lines in this. And I'll see if I can rotate it around so you get
Isn't
an
that
idea.
gorgeous? That is
And
just
this
gorgeous.
one, I really picked. Not only he's done a couple of the spalted maples that are cool, but this one is thin.
Really.
So it's very thin, like it's so delicate how he made this. And this comes with they both come with the tops.
Mhm.
So I wanted to just show those two. The guy keeps, I think he's kind of, when I first talked to him, he's like, you know, I don't want this to be a full-time job and this and that. But I think he enjoys doing it. And he's been making some really cool
Yeah.
stuff. And I said, keep the unique ones coming. you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody
So,
likes to have one of a kind.
Send us an email or give a call if any of those speak to you. You want it first. I always like to give you guys first dibs on those.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, tune into the comments sold, and there'll be that and much more. The guy made me another dozen of them, and they're all unique. They're all beautiful, but I like to snatch a few that I think look really neat and kind of show you guys. Are you
Okay.
gonna come on?
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
Lisa.
yeah.
Let's get the guest on here so we can.
Yes.
So this week we have another trainee, a pupil, and this is Lisa. Lisa and her husband Troy is here with training. Troy doesn't want to. You don't want to come on, Troy? Troy doesn't want to
No.
come on. So
Hello, everybody.
it's just another person who's come. Here, move over a little bit.
She's skinny.
Who's joined our Q series family, who's here doing our two-day training program on the Q24, learning the robotics. And this is Lisa. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
And Lisa and Troy, see, they made the transition from the chat onto the camera, right? Because you guys
Yeah.
tune in.
Oh,
I
yes,
see
we do.
Troy. Yep, he comments
watched
and
them all.
stuff. So tell us how it's going. Are you ready to go?
Oh, yeah, we're getting there. We're
It's
getting
just the
there.
start of day one or day two. So,
Day
but you
two.
feel a little bit better?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. It's been good.
So
It's
tell
been
us a
very
little
good.
bit about your experience, either your long arm quilting experience, what you hope to do, and then a little bit about the training and all the good things that I coached you on that you need to say.
Okay. I have no long arm experience at all. I didn't even know I was going to purchase a long arm until my husband, we were walking through the Madison show, and he had researched every company under the sun and then decided to, he had two companies he was going to go with.
What was the
and,
other one? You can tell us.
I believe it was Innova.
Yep.
Okay. And he was kind of set on the Innova.
Mhm.
And then he got over to Bernina and he started talking to Jake.
Mhm.
And then you come along.
I have a tendency to do
You kind of just cut in there.
that.
Yeah.
And he yeah, Troy likes to research everything. And when you started talking about, you got more into it and started talking about it's from Switzerland, and he's very mechanical, and you started talking about everything about the machine and everything, and then you started talking about the teaching
Mhm.
program, and that's what really sold him.
Yeah, the Innova is a great machine, and honestly, that was a brand like when we were shopping for brands just like you, only to be a dealer. That was actually we were talking to them about them. They make a good machine. I just felt like there was a few things about the Bernina that really made it unique to not only the Innova but Gamel and all that. And one is
Mhm.
that needle, the domestic needle. And we were doing some invisible thread today, right?
Oh yes.
And the amount of thread choices that and the capabilities so far, and today we'll do a little bit more, but we did the Isocord 40 weight. So we quilted with Isocord, which is an embroidery thread.
Mhm.
We are doing the invisible. We're running
Mhm.
Aurifil 50 weight in the bobbin
Mhm.
right now. So you just get a wider variety of combinations.
Mhm.
And I mean, tell us a little bit, because you were kind of a little bit skeptical of the invisible.
I am, because I'm a pictorial artist, and I worked a lot with the invisible thread, and I hate the stuff.
You're not, listen, don't be shy.
I hate the stuff.
Why do
And
you, so tell us about it.
because every
Let it
time
out.
I have worked with it, it just is horrible. But I'm using a domestic machine with it when
Mhm.
I was quilting with it, and it just snaps all the time, and it
Yeah.
just it's horrible. But today there's a quilt we're working on right now, and it's just beautiful. It's just running through that machine, the Q24, and it's just beautifully running through that machine. And I am just amazed at it.
It's
I'm
applications, right?
amazed at it.
Like so the one we're doing is a wool applique quilt, and we
Mhm.
were talking before we came up,
Mhm.
and it's sort of this house neighborhood. I think it's a Primitive Galleries design.
Mhm.
It looks familiar. It looks like something my mom designed with houses and trees and like the
Mhm.
neighborhood. And there's just
Really
like,
cute.
what if you aren't going to custom quilt it and you got to go over it? If you're going to do edge to edge,
Mhm.
what color do you choose?
You don't.
You don't, right?
You
You
use
use clear.
clear.
And unless you get really close, I mean, when you're like at arm's length from this, you can't really tell that it's over the wool applique. It's only when you go, oh, that is edge to edge. And that's the whole point, because this lady's going to get this done, and she's going to pay like $75 for this, not quite a little bit bigger than a miniature.
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
know. It was actually probably it's a miniature.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
it's a miniature. But if you're not someone that needs to have everything custom, it's an option.
Mhm.
Would you use it when you get delivery your machine? Do you think you're going to try it out?
Oh yes.
Okay, good.
Oh
That's
yes,
what we
I
want.
will, because I'll continue to still do my pictorials, and I will have to use it. But now with the Q24, I will definitely be using after experiencing this.
In all honesty, like when you think about where that invisible thread would really shine most, those art quilts. I mean, because you need to quilt that down, right?
Mhm.
And if you have to quilt over, like you showed me a couple of your projects that were really cool, the witch, that
Mhm.
was really neat, and the lion. Like if you
Mhm.
had to quilt over that, what would you choose? You want something that's going to
Mhm.
kind of
Right, and
hide.
I'm not a thread painter, and I have done thread painting, but I really don't want to distort, because I do the challenges, and like Cherrywood Challenge and that, and they want to show the challenges to show the suede fabric, and I can't cover that up with the thread.
Yeah,
So I have to use the clear.
yeah.
So that's when you have to use it. Well, now with
It
the
will be
Q24 will be easy.
easier.
Yes.
Yes.
That will be beautiful.
Yeah. So what we like to do for those of you who aren't familiar with the training is we'll do, 1 day, 2 days, and if necessary, we'll do 3 days. But we want to make sure that before you even take delivery of your machine, that you've got some experience on it. And we've done so yesterday we did 3. We did the small one, and we did the two that were on there we finished.
Yeah.
So we did 3
Yeah.
quilts in 1 day on their
Mhm.
first day.
Mhm.
And then today, this morning, I tried to get them to do as much as possible. We wanted to finish one, didn't work out quite. We wanted to show off here the quilt that we were talking about, but we couldn't quite get it done. But and we're gonna try it. We got more quilts to load, and it's just a great way to gain the experience. So that first impression that you have of your machine will be a positive one.
Right.
Could you imagine, like, knowing what you've learned now, just even in a day, in a couple hours, could you imagine if this just got dropped off at your house?
There's no way. There's no way. And like my husband said, you know, because there's been like there's been a few hiccups here and there, like a thread break or whatever. If that happened and we spend this kind of money, I would have said, forget it. It'd be sitting off to the side. And he said to us, I can't see you spending this kind of money and not know how to run it.
Yeah.
And I want you to have the knowledge when you leave here to know what you're doing. And then when we deliver it, you will know that day too. Also, when we deliver it, you will be doing it at your house too.
Yeah.
And that right there sold us.
Yeah. And Jake comes and installs, and then
Mhm.
he also makes sure that they're comfortable.
Mhm.
You know, this is a big
I
investment.
mean, it's
a team effort
Mhm.
in
It's-
getting this set up.
but it's like a 360-degree win for everybody, because in
Mhm.
all honesty, we do the setup, we offer the setup a lot of times, well, almost all the time, that's free, and the training is also free. And we do this because we want to be better than other places you could buy these things from. But selfishly, I don't want a bunch of angry people calling me all the time. I'm serious.
Yeah.
You know, because like, I've seen how that is when people spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, and the success rate, let's say, it's 50% of people who know how to use them. I don't want people calling me not knowing. Now, listen, everyone, you're not going to be in you're still going to have challenges, and you're still going to be calling me, and that is great. But like, when you just drop these things off, I don't want to deal with those customer issues, because the learning curve is too steep for a lot of people to really be the type of people to set it up themselves and then use it. You're going to be calling. So the training is going to happen. And it's either going to be you smiling ahead of time, or it's going to be you calling me over the period of 6 months until we get it, you know, so you're happy, right? So we just realized that this is something that needs to happen. You know, you need to get it professionally installed. You need to have some training. Otherwise, you're going to be calling me and you're going to be upset. I don't want that to happen.
All right. And also for us, we're getting closer to retirement. And this is a way, because I own my own business, and it was a beauty salon, and I didn't have a retirement. So this is a form of retirement for me. So any income that comes through is going to be part of my retirement. And what a way of retirement. It's not me physically going to have to go get a job at McDonald's
Kmart.
working part-time or
Yeah.
Walmart working on my
Yeah.
legs. This is going to be a way of retirement. What
Yeah.
a way to, you know, be able to talk to people and socialize with people, doing quilts for
creative.
people. It would be creative, right?
creative,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely not a
Exactly.
bad, like I said, it's not a
Right,
bad thing. The machine
right.
really makes it enjoyable.
Yes.
You know, when you have the right
Yes.
tools for the job, something can be either very, very frustrating or very, very rewarding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, don't get me wrong, though, you got to do your part. You
Mhm.
have to be interested in learning the machine. It's still a
Right.
machine. You know, there's still going to be things that go wrong, and
sure.
sometimes it's you. Most of the time, it's you.
It's the,
You know, it's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
there'll be something that needs to get addressed with the machine. You know, we just actually had to go up, a lady from Marinette. We had to go and fix a bobbin winder. We just weren't getting good bobbin winding. You know, that toa gauge was bouncing all over the place. We had a bunch of troubleshooting. So sometimes it is that. Sometimes it's not you.
Mhm.
Sometimes it is something that needs to be addressed. But 90% of the time, like, it's something that, you know, is a training related issue. So,
Mhm.
all right, what do you got? Do we have training available for owners who didn't buy? So we're super busy. I like to help people out, and we do help people out who don't buy machines from us. And this is something we could definitely put together a package for people to come and stay. Now, it's not going to be free,
Yeah.
you know. And honestly, when you think about the fact that, you know, you got like 2 full days and a stay, and you got me and like Tyler for half the day
Right.
yesterday as well. Like it's not, we invest a lot of money. It costs us a lot of money, to do this, right? So it probably
But-
wouldn't be
Yeah.
cheap, but listen,
The upfront is better than the back end.
it is. But
Yeah.
listen, if you're struggling, do you have a Q series? And where do you live? Tell me where you live. I definitely, once we get our customers all taken care of and settled, after Madison Quilt Show, usually we're super busy. Jake's driving everywhere, delivering, and we got people coming in. But I definitely wouldn't mind helping out where I can, especially if you're like not local. And honestly, you should buy it from a local dealer anyways. If you're
And-
not within a decent driving distance, you definitely want to be close to the people if you can.
They are very, very patient. You are very, very patient.
I'm like,
I ask a million questions, and they've been very, very good to me.
this is good.
I
I'm
do.
just going to stop talking. Hold on. Go ahead.
They are very patient.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Between him and Tyler.
that's just part of being a trainer teacher is, taking your time, because I'll talk a little bit later about my co-class and how that went. And it's just, everybody's at a different point. Some people that come to us have had another brand
Mm-hmm.
or have updated to the Q-matic.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just a matter of having some time and patience.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
like what you're doing too.
Oh yeah.
Like I like teaching people.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
do too.
rewarding when I
Yeah.
see people. And you guys have been here, and we had a couple people actually come in who had bought, and they're showing us their quilts. You see the one lady brought the Christmas quilt in yesterday. Joanne. It's nice to see like my pupils come back and they're like, oh, look at this, and
Yeah.
some people are doing better than I do. You know what I mean? It's very
Oh,
rewarding.
and custom. A lot of our trainees go on to do some really nice custom.
Yes. Yeah.
That's nice.
So I mean, the
Yeah.
patience comes from like enjoying what you're doing. Like if you're frustrated, you would just want it to be over. If I'm like, listen, like
Stupid.
that's gonna come through.
Right.
You know what I mean, right? And it's not gonna be successful, obviously. But I appreciate you saying that. But I mean, it's not too hard when you're, listen, it beats laying bricks, right? There's other jobs.
This is true.
I enjoy
This
it.
is
It's
true.
rewarding, and it's nice to see
Yeah.
people be successful. So,
Yeah.
Can we go back to the Orfil clear thread?
yeah.
You're wondering if it's in the store, and then what it is.
So the Orfil, so where I get it, and it really is a pain in the butt to say it because I hate to say it, but I order our stuff from Moda
Mhm.
because we have a distributor thing. But the issue is the stuff on Amazon has like $3 more than my cost, which is insane. So somebody is selling it on Amazon for literally a few dollars over what our cost is as a distributor. So we don't even stock it. I still order it because I don't want to order from Amazon if I don't have to. And I would rather, we obviously want to support Moda. And it is a better price than what you can get on Amazon, but I mean, literally by like $3. So, I mean, I think you can get the spools. It's Orfil Clear and Orfil Smoke. And I want to say it's like $32 for the giant spool that they're selling it for. And it's
Wow.
really hard to beat that. So Frank, the clear, I'm not sure what the weight of the clear is. It's very, very thin, but I use the 50 weight cotton in the bobbin.
Yeah.
So I don't think I think it's much finer thread than 40 or 50, but I do use, if the question is what do I use in the bobbin? I don't use clear in the bobbin.
Yeah. No.
Actually, but Jake had told me, were you there when he was talking to you about that?
Yeah.
So he went
Yeah.
to a lady's house. She had some service issue, and this lady was using Orfil Clear in the bobbin, and he said that like she had the tension like jacked up, like super high, but she was doing beautiful things. Like he
Wow.
said that
It
it was
was just
stitching amazing.
Bizarre. It was just a bizarre setup.
Yeah.
But the result was,
Listen, and the result
Yeah.
is all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the result is what matters. But he
Yeah.
had said that this lady was using Aurifil clear in the bobbin.
Yeah.
And doing
Yeah.
some amazing things with
Yeah.
it.
you know, it's no longer what a lot of us grew up with, where they had the little tension knob on the front, and your mother said, "Don't ever touch that." Now you can play with the tension all you want.
Yeah.
And the results are sometimes amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of amazing results, we got to get back to training, but I want to show off a couple quilts that we did before we go off. So do you want to help hold?
Sure.
All right. So let me grab a couple
Oh.
things. I want to show off the Tilda. Oh, well, first let's talk about this one. If you want to grab, where did I set that? I think it's the orange one right over
This
there.
one.
So first, let's talk about this guy right here. So this is a beautiful Baptist fan. Yeah, I can't wait to show this one that we done. And this Baptist fan is our favorite. And it's going to be hard to see, I'm guessing, with the lighting. It's sometimes hard. You can see it in the white star a little bit there. But this is, we get it from a company called Three Sisters. So if you Google like Three Sisters quilting designs, I don't know what the actual website is, but Google Three Sisters and you'll get there. And this Baptist fan, we love it for a couple reasons. And first reason is it's vertical. So the fan is not canted or tilted. And then also there's no gaps in between what would you call like the arcs?
Yeah. The arcs.
Where some of these Baptist fans, they don't meet up. And it doesn't look as good in my opinion, but this one is beautiful.
That's a lovely quilt.
Yes. Yep. Now I want to show something else off here because this
I
is
love
really,
this.
really neat.
This is beautiful.
Tyler and we finished this in training here. Let's find the corner here. But I think Colleen was the one who picked this design out in something new. And this is a Tilda sample here. I got a corner. You got a corner?
Yep.
Where's her top? There we go. Yes, there we go. So let's show this. And I don't know if it's going to pick up the blue. This is blue. It's looking gray in the, let's see. There we go. So this is a new edge-to-edge design. I forget what it's called, but it looks a lot like modern meander, but it's subtly different, as you can tell. But honestly, modern meander is one of our all-time most popular patterns, but I'm so bored of doing it. Like, it's nice to see something that has that same effect effectively, but it's just a little bit different. And this one in person is amazing. I feel like the camera doesn't quite pick up this blue. Maybe it does.
It looks good on my monitor.
Does it?
Yeah, all
Yeah.
monitors are different.
Okay, yeah, the
Yeah.
monitor, it's not gray.
It's kind of a gray blue though.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like yeah.
Yeah.
And then this cheddar and the backing is amazing. Here, just flip the top over a little bit, just like that. So you can see the backing here.
That's
So this
so
backing
pretty.
is this beautiful orange. And we actually ran the Isocord 40 weight in this because we wanted to match that very specific blue color. And we love how that's stitched. I want to use that on more things. So we were super happy with how this one turned out. So, and this is the new Tilda fabric line. And I think I have to get this to somebody because they need to bind it and it's got to go. It's
Like
for some,
immediately.
yeah, like immediately. Like it almost was not allowed to be on here, but
Yeah.
I had to do what I had to do. So.
Yeah, he did. Because I couldn't.
Alrighty. There we go. That's good. Just grab it to me. We'll fold it up nicer. Okay. There it is. What else do we have? I don't know if we have anything else, huh?
I have stuff, but
Alrighty.
Here, I'm going to get out of here. This
What
is for you for
what is
being
this?
patient. This is for you.
Oh, Barb, come on.
For being patient with me.
You brought us gifts?
This is, I did, and this is for Lisa. Your
Sit down.
Lisa,
Sit down.
Well, this is for Lisa. I don't.
Do we
she's
have to
not
open
here.
them on camera?
We don't have to. No, it's up to you.
Should we?
Up to you. Sure, it doesn't
Bob,
matter.
open that one.
This
This one.
This is the Eleanor Burns in me. Oh, look what it is. Oh,
it's handmade.
oh, look.
My
it's a-
father-in-law hand makes them.
It's a clapper.
Yes.
What is
my,
that?
My father-in-law makes them.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
He
this
handmade it
is-
just for you,
This is
and one.
a clapper.
I don't know what that is, Barb.
Okay. Well, when it helps you set your seams so that they're flat. You press your seam and then you just
You lay it. You seam your seam, and then you
Okay.
lay that on it
Flap
so
it.
it flattens. It's got weight to it,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's.
and
What is
he
in
puts finger. It's just solid wood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
That's
You
beautiful.
got a couple of little.
Yeah,
things in there,
I
yeah.
see.
Like this is
There's-
like.
You had your.
There's
You
like
could also use this. If,
chocolate.
And then one little thing.
what else?
What do you normally put in bags?
It's a
Oh,
caramel.
awesome.
You are so sweet.
Barb, you know
Thank
what you
you.
could also do with this, right?
Yeah.
It's got weight to it.
It's got weight to it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Tom, he comes into the sewing room. You know what I mean? Talking crazy.
Talking crazy. Get the hell out of here. But oh, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Yeah,
This
he-
is
Open mine.
so
Can
cool.
I open mine? I want to open mine.
Ooh.
Let me read this. I got a card.
This is thank you.
Thank you so much. Ooh.
Money.
Money.
You're so sweet.
Well, everybody's so nice to
Try.
us.
Thanks.
This is very nice.
Yeah, the hubby doesn't like to get on camera.
Yeah, but
Thank
he
you.
has been
Thank you.
part of the team
Yeah,
that
He's
they've
very
trained.
he's back
Oh
there.
my God, I can't believe this.
Yeah, he,
Like Barb, you're gonna, I don't know.
my husband's.
Multi-purpose that thing.
Yeah. But I don't have one, so
You
it's like,
don't?
no, I know. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
All right, Barb.
Okay.
We're abandoning you. We
All
got
right.
training to do.
Okay, take it away. I've got
So-
Yep.
stuff to talk about. I've got pictures.
Okay,
to
we
Bye-bye,
gotta
show.
go see
everybody.
Your mom.
All right.
Okay. All right. Bye. Thanks. I'll see you later. All right. We will continue the show. All right. We talked about bowls. Barb now has a clapper. Wah! All right. Okay. Back to coats. All right. My first coat class went quite well. I have some pictures to show in a minute. And it was so popular that, well, of course, the January, February, March ones are full, basically. So we added 3 more, May, July, and August. So these, I think, are going to be up on the calendar.
They will be shortly. Yep.
They will be shortly. Okay.
Show 'em up.
For 2025. I can't believe that. All right. It's May 12th and 13th, July 11th and 12th, and August 4th and 5th. So if any of those fit your schedule and you're still interested, those are the next 3 installments on the coat class. But show some pictures of, okay, we have this was a newer quilt, but very subtle, very pretty. She decided to do toggles on the front. And once she got them done, she wasn't pleased because they shift and then her points didn't match. So I think she's working on a different closure, but that is 1 of 8. This is Diane. This also is a newer quilt, one that she had made, I do believe. And these girls spend a lot of time very carefully laying out their coats so that they would have the pattern that they wanted. I think the next one is Tammy. What do we have? Oh, no. This is Lori. She was so excited and had so much fun and energy in our class. And she put a hood on hers. So the front of hers was spectacularly matched. So that was,
Those were all that you sent me today.
oh, I thought I sent you more.
We showed other ones last week.
Okay, all right, okay. But
I do have your room though.
yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, yeah. So if any of you ladies are watching, I want to thank you so much for your patience and kindness to me and to each other. And I'm hoping that the comments you left with me are being taken seriously. I know that there were some things that I could have done better, and the next group is going to benefit from that, especially the pockets. We had some trouble with the pockets, but I think everybody wanted pockets. So in the end, it turned out okay. It was just that one instant where I had to shout, "Halt! Don't sew!" So we got that all straightened out. So we got Quilt Class 1 under our belts. We're going to move on. January, February, March, May, July, and August. I hope there's enough quilts out there. The ladies who had the older quilts, I think, had a better drape. The newer quilts are stiffer. Even, I think Tammy used the Thermore batting that I recommended, and even hers was a little bit stiff from being new. So if you really liked Lisa's look on her jacket, I would recommend that you look for an older quilt. The new ones were just gorgeous also, but they're a little stiffer. All right. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh yes, Barb's sewing room.
Which one do you want to start with?
The young men. All right, this was my moving crew. I had Declan, who is 7, and Weston, who is 20, help me move. Declan took the little boxes down to the basement, and my neighbor, Weston, helped me take the big tubs down to the basement so that I had some room to move in my sewing room. But that was my moving crew. They were very effective, very efficient. Took them like 15 minutes. Would have taken me hours. So I'm lucky to have little friends in my life that help me out. All right.
I have one more quote. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's hard to see these little.
yeah, the little pictures. She says
Do
we
you
have.
want to just finish with your room? And then
I'll
we can
finish
go
with. I'll finish the room. Yeah. Okay. So last week I could not get to this closet at all, and so I thought I would show you a couple pictures of the progress. At least I decided I was going to put the interfacing stuff and the big bulky stuff in there. And last week I could not get to my front window. And my husband is concerned because I'm on the second floor and I need 2 ways to get out of that room. and he's always, saying to me, you gotta leave room to get to that window. Okay, all right. So now there's room to get to that window. He was happy. And I decided that I'm gonna have my B08 in my larger EZ table, and my 990, of course, is going to be in my big, beautiful new wooden table that my friend Ken made for me. And in between there's a station that I can cut and iron little things. I'll bring my big ironing station back in. And then I have my new Martelli table, and I can move that around to wherever I want it because it's on wheels and I love it. I have it tilted a little bit. I have it raised a little bit, and I've been cutting some things on it, and it's truly really nice to have it customized to me. And I know we are having an event here. Let me see when that is. The Martelli event. is Tuesday, November 12th, 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. Tickets are $15. It's a turkey trot Martelli road trip. Martelli will be here showing off their tables, and I think there's other fun things going on that day. So you may want to take a road trip out here and take a look at something new for your sewing room and enjoy some crazy fun. So I have really enjoyed, I've only had it for like a month, but it's nice to have it movable and customizable. And now I have to get out all of my rulers because it comes, I got the whole package, and I have rulers and the new rotary cutter, which I've used a little bit, and it's like really nice. I've had carpal tunnel, both of these have been done, so I don't want to have them done again. Did you know you can have them done again? Yeah, you can. Ugh. So I think,
We can go back to the other lady.
okay, all right, we have, okay, this is Diane, Tammy. She's the one who used the Thermore real thin polyester batting and still kind of had a little stiff. But that bottom design goes the whole way around, front and up the front. You can go back one. See, it comes around the side and goes up the front. She took her time in making sure that happened. So all of these were just spectacular coats. I am so glad those ladies had a good experience. All right. What else do we have this week? I think that's it. I think we're done, except we have some prizes. And today I found some things that are a little different, and Heidi will round out these two things to provide you with, oh goodness, with some extras. But I have a pretty Bernina bag that the boys brought back from Bernina University. It's a cute little bag, pretty color. That's going out with some things in it. And then for the quilt coat class, I made a little notebook cover out of one of the pieces of a quilt. So it's got a little notebook in it, and that will go out with some other little things, like caramels. To Barbie Lou and Barb Thranert. And I guess you'll know who you are. 2 Barbs. So with that, Jake already said, clean and oil your Bernina, so I don't have to say that. So I don't know what I'm going to say to end the program, except have a great day. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.